It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? I do! They're the meat in this Sonic all-beef hot dog! 'Cause human is beef. Beef is human. I am Billy, at @the_swan_man on Twitter, repping for the Army of Snarkness podcast, the show, the fucking greatest thing you've ever seen! Although you haven't seen us yet. Really. I'm working on that. I'm always working on it. I'm working alone. Follow Army of Snarkness on Twitter as well. That's actually a more popular avenue. At Army of Snarkness, dumbass. Like the Facebook page, at Army of Snarkness, dumbass. And shoot us an email at armysnarkness@gmail.com. Download all these wonderful podcasts thanks to Spreaker.com, on iTunes, Stitcher, or even listen to us on YouTube. But you can do Spreaker app, which is a fantastic app that this show is brought to you by, sort of. I mean, literally brought to you by, but they're not paying anything yet. But I'm paying them, storage wars. It's Wednesday in America. You know what that means? Fresh comics, baby. I would say fresh ink, but that was a G4 thing, and then G4's gone, so. Fresh ink, hipster dirtbags. It's comic day, it's new comics. I call this every Wednesday's comics with an X, like Comic Zone. Motherfucker, ooh, it's insane. I have 4 titles to lay my opinion down and perhaps suggest. Maybe I'll open some doors for you, stick a little pinky in, maybe you like it, tickle the balls. Literarily speaking. Speaking in a literary sense, of course, there you go. That'll work. Why not? English, I'm learning it. So, what we have is issue 2 of Savage Wolverine by Frank Cho. We have The Shadow Year 1. I was going to say Origins. The Shadow Year 1 by Matt Wagner. We have... Shit, I'm trying to remember it now. Good books. No. Judge Dredd, issue 4. Yeah. Ooh-ah. Issue 4, Judge Dredd by IDW. And Star Trek, Preview Into Darkness, number 2, with Uhura on the front. Or, the photo thing which makes it look cheap. I'm sorry, their alternate cover looks cheap with the freeze frame from the film. I will lay my opinion down in order from, worst to best. There are no shitty books this week. Hooray! So maybe I should start doing that. I read shit today, but I try not to buy shit, so... You feel me? I go into these ventures looking for good reads, and so... From my recommendations, the first one will be, the lamest. One that's like, I mean, if you're there, sure. And then, of course, we'll finish with Strength. So, weakest book this week has got to go to the Preview Into Darkness. Star Trek number 2 by IDW, don't know who wrote it, don't care. With Uhura on the cover, or Chris Pine, depending on which version you get, doesn't matter. We're building up on Captain Robert April, who was on this fucking planet that Kirk and Spock were, breaking the goddamn Prime Directive on because Sulu fucking crashed the goddamn shuttlecraft into shit because he's an idiot. Well, there's a dampening field. It is revealed, and the end of the first book was that there's a captain of the Enterprise on there, but how? He's dead. He wasn't dead. Captain Robert April, who may or may not be Peter Weller's character, don't quote me, in the film, he's in the goddamn movie, and the way these delicious, high cheekbones were drawn in, I was like, huh. An older gentleman, high cheekbones, blue eyes. Are you Peter Weller's character? Maybe. The design on Captain April may be Peter Weller's character. As I said last time, promises good things. It delivered good things. It's a cool-ass fucking costume. Captain left his post because he was outraged at the genocide happening on this planet known as Phaedus. Phaedus 6, I think. So, yeah, Kirk and Spock do a little bonding, and fucking Captain April, formerly Captain April, whatever, of the Enterprise, rocks ass, tells them the way that this Civil War based on skin color alone, Waka Waka, it's an old school Trek story in that regard. Of course, it's revamping old school Trek, so that's all good. I'm saying it's the weakest, it's not a bad read, and if you're a Trek fan, you gotta read it. Because it's building, like I said, it's more questions than answers, and it ends on a delightful note that I'll warn you with a spoiler, and then you can not listen for about 10 seconds, maybe more. Fuck you. So, Kirk and Spock are doing this thing with his former captain. He's laying down the groundwork and giving you the history of these critters from Phaedus 6. And there's a whole genocide, and he was like, enough! And he violates the Prime Directive to end it with his superior Starfleet technology for one side, and now the other side, everyone's fighting with these weapons, even though they don't have the civilization yet for it, and it's all causing a big, bad problem. I almost killed a cat there. Or rather, it was already dead, and I didn't want to run over it again. God damn it! This is Night Drive, so that's how that shit goes. Sometimes you don't know what's on the road. That's sad. Boo! Boo, boo, that dead cat. Because that's sad. Anyway. So, the big thing is, they're getting sheltered with this crazy civilization that the former captain had helped create with Starfleet technology and his know-how. Ugh. The questions that brings up, actually, are disturbing. Anyway, spoiler alert! So yeah, while Uhura is trying to find them in orbit, because the guy's trying to get the Enterprise to shoot some goddamn hate missiles down from orbit from the Enterprise to help him win the tide of the war, she intercepts the smuggler that's been giving April his goods, and again, spoiler alert, this is the last fucking chance. Said smuggler is a Bajoran female. It's kind of hot. A Bajoran female that goes by the name of Mud. Awesome. Hardcore fitting Mud is a motherfucking chick and a Bajoran. Because that makes sense, because again, I will take it. In lieu of Ron Jeremy being cast as Mud, I will take hot Bajoran chick as Mud. Sweet. And that's your big, oh shit, moment for, issue 2 of Star Trek Preview Into Darkness. It's a good read. I mean, if you're collecting the series, then go for it. But if you were to just pop in and buy it, just wait for the trade, because $4, I don't know if you really want the covers. But, I like it. I'm a big Star Trek mark, so I'm already getting the set. It's only $4. Shit. Fuck do I gotta lose? Alright. As far as this scale goes, what was the thing? Uh-oh. Yes. Savage Wolverine, number 2! It's a little lower on the totem pole by virtue that this book is written like a fucking throwback Hawaiian style. I mean, they're in the Savage Land. It's Logan, Wolverine, what have you. Wolverine in the Savage Land with hot-ass Shana, whatever. And again, they're kicking the shit out of Savage Land critters, predominantly, dinosaurs, and fucking A. But the story is very old school, Bogey and Hepburn, I guess. I don't know if that's right. But the dichotomy that chick's always getting him in trouble, waka waka. And she is, but she's also holding her own, but it has that sensibility to it where Logan's old school and she's just hot and good with a spear, and I forget the rest. What? Read it for the artistry and read it for the old school storytelling, and, I don't know how long Savage Wolverine's going to go. Introduced a character I don't know about. His name is Cho as well. He's an Asian man in a suit that is linked with some cyber protection chip thing. He has powers because he is molded with... He has a computer man inside him, a computer ghost that lets him levitate and have a force field, and I don't fucking know. Still building on the Logan fighting Cthulhu, but we didn't really get to it here. This is more of just a wacky romp with Big-Titted Girl and Wolverine, and she kills the fuck out of more dinosaurs, and we're introduced to this awesome character as he tries to figure out what the fuck's going on, courtesy of S.H.I.E.L.D., and why there's a dampening field, which is fucking everything up, which was the whole reason this all started in the first place. That's why the S.H.I.E.L.D. dudes, had to come down, and it fucked their day up, and that's why Shanna's there and all this. That's why it's an unknown island off the Savage Lands. Usually not into the Savage Lands, but I like the way that this old school sensibility handles it, and best served with a Sailor Jerry. Fucking A. It's got that tropical 50s, 40s feel. With Wolverine, motherfucker, and fucking dinosaurs, and Asian Superman that I like. Anybody knows, hit me up with the answer, because I know I sound like, it's fucking, what's his name, dude? That's Chobot. How dare you not know Chobot? And I'll be like, sorry. The third most interesting book, at least, no, these are all good, it's all good stuff. Of course, the Judge Dredd number 4, man. Building on the story of Tarjay. And what happens with cloning gone awry in Mega City 1. And, the artwork. Like, they keep getting guest artists and stuff with the little side things. And as I said, it's like 2000 AD, but compact and affordable and American. It's in America, sorry. I'd love to own 2000 AD. It's hard to come by around these parts, so. All my British friends, you want to send me a package, hit me up. Private message me, I'll send you a package. We can trade packages. We can trade packages, baby. It's okay. Shipping's a little much, but hey, fuck it. It's a party, right? I'll send you a mystery box, you send me a mystery box. Box. Anybody across the pond listens, hit me up. I'll send you a Snarkness gift box. You send me a competing British podcast. Yeah, I'm just angling for... Hey, Eden, throw me shit. I'll throw you shit. Purely American. Purely British. Give me a lock of your hair so I can conduct a voodoo ceremony. How's that? At Monkey Magic Eden, follow his podcast. Old Enough to Know Better series, Tales from the Night Shift, Podbean, although not so much anymore, I don't know. It's on iTunes, Old Enough to Know Better. Download that shit. It's good stuff. It's like this, and like the Army Snarkness show, but again, across the pond, so it's British. Judge Dredd, number 4, IDW, American style. America! American-styled Judge Dredd. Good shit, especially on the heels of a great movie. And formatted in a delightful way, much like 2000 AD. So you get 2 little stories in one. And it's got that twisted sensibility that I just adore. Artwork's good. Get yourself a cover. There's always about 4 variant covers. I got the one where he's on fire! Because I like it that way. And, yeah, awesome. Speaking of variant covers, I bought a Dynamite book that wasn't terrible. The Shadow, Year 1, by Matt Wagner. Now, here you go. I got the Alex Ross cover because it had The Shadow in a smoky, sultry way with, fucking, what's her name? Damn it. The chick. See, I just got done reading the motherfucking book, and now it's like Lorna or whatever. It'll come to me when I'm done with the podcast, because I'm an asshole. Because that's the way it goes someday. In Shadow Year 1 picks up with the spirit of vengeance and justice, Yinko, as far as we know, in Asia, burning shit to the fucking ground and laying out justice in a very possessed, bizarre way. And, well, not bizarre, it's just very matter of fact, very Punisher. I like this artist because he doesn't draw, instead of Alex Ross, because Lamont Cranston doesn't look like an old man all the fucking time. Oh, he doesn't look that different as the Shadow, so we need to work on that. But it's only 1 issue, so hey. Hey, yo! What do you want from me? But no, it's a good jumping on point. I didn't get to read the Garth Ennis series, I'll buy the trades, but it's nice to have a good Dynamite, book. And this Lamont Cranston isn't as freewheeling, and that kind of strikes me in a way. But maybe he's a little too much of the spirit, and he hasn't found the balance between Lamont Cranston and, indeed, the Shadow. That's also weird to have. So maybe he'll transition into more human speech as it goes down the line. It's also a great throwback book because there's a gang of fucking old-fashioned, slang. Calling chick a worthless twist. You dizzy twist? Yeah. High pants, fast talking. There's a lot of that, and it's awesome. It's also a bit bizarre to read as like a Batman fan, because the Shadow is one of the characters that laid the groundwork for Batman and the Batman universe, and to see that, being rebooted in a way where Batman is, so much, set the standard, to have his predecessor now try and come back in that way, not with DC, obviously, so it's not like taking over the world by storm, but it's just interesting to see the parallels and such, because, Batman Year 1, which I sorely need to read, although I saw it's a great Netflix watch with fucking Bryan Cranston as Commissioner Gordon. Hell to the yeah. Only reason to watch it is to listen to Bryan Cranston kick all the ass. And he does! So fucking A, I love that movie. I don't know, I should probably read the book. Ha! I'll get to it, damn. Working on it. Ooh-ah. The Shadow, Year 1. Not like Batman Year 1, because it's pretty much mostly from, I guess it's from the female's perspective. The way it was written was a little bedoozled. I wasn't entirely clear, so I'll have to reread it. But it's the best book I picked up. It's a good jumping on point, and so far, I love me some Shadow. So, it's got the Shadow in it. He shoots fuckers in the head for being unjust. The weed of crime bears bitter fruit indeed, and he keeps saying that's his fucking mantra. So, if you're unfamiliar with the Shadow, or you want to get more familiar with the Shadow, Netflix the movie, or read this issue. It just came out. Dynamite, number 1, The Shadow, Year 1. And then I'll go peep Garth Ennis's The Shadow run later. And there was a preview in the back for Red Team, which I looked at, and again, last Comix podcast, I was thinking, I should pick that up. So now I gotta read that and be like, I should pick that up, and I guess I'll have to fucking pick it up. What? Madness, I know. I don't fully understand. But maybe I wasn't meant to. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows, motherfucker, yeah. That's all I got. So yeah, all those books are worth a pickup. Some more than others, it just depends on what you're into. But I like the niche stories,